So this is ongoing. My honcho bought a new laptop and wanted me to set it up. Cool. But nearly the same day his old one would reboot and do disk repair and then run like crap. Probably the HD is dying. So today it's way after hours and he brings the old one and new one over to my house and I start trying to grab all his data off the old one using all magwas from an external HD. Poop still works even in Win 10, it's taking forever. He's like, well, I needed all my stuff tomorrow morning. I'm like, well, look at the progress bar. It's going to be a while. What should have been maybe 20 Minsa for 40 gigs was taking a lot longer, probably due to a faulty HD, but it was still going. He gets frustrated. It's about 8 o'clock at night and he's at my house. I'm like, I'll text you when the transfer is done and then I can move it all to your new comp and get all the other applications set up, which I'm also doing meanwhile. Boss is okay. Well, the wife and kids need me for dinner, I'll be back. So eventually I get those data off and copy his Firefox/Chrome profiles over so he never has to remember any passwords. This is key. Magwas is running and I text him. He can take the old comp home and maybe use it for another day if he's lucky till the new one is ready. It's doing Windows updates like a mofo etc. Boss shows up with a giant plate of homemade pulled pork tacos and 6-pack of IPA. He's like, thanks a lot for doing this. I'm like, tacos, beer, good boss, good. So new laptop should be ready to go by tomorrow morning. But poop like this really motivates a person to get the job done. How? Cheers, these tacos are really damn good too. A story was posted a bit ago about someone who had issues caused by Excel, so I thought I'd share one. This isn't strictly end user tech support, but more tech support dealing with a vendor during an environment migration. We were getting a CSV from the vendor that needed to be loaded into the new system with some basic information that included long numbers, some with leading zeros that had to be preserved. During UAT testing, the target system blew up because, well, it ended up with scientific notation numbers in it. After many hours of troubleshooting with the entire team on standby on a weekend, turns out someone had opened the CSV in Excel to validate it and saved it instead of just closing it. Well, shockingly, this happened again in dress rehearsal. Fortunately, there was less troubleshooting as the problem was known. By production time, there was a step in the process that basically said, make sure document was not saved in Excel. I'm internal desktop support for a local ISP. A few days ago I got an email from an employee asking if he could move an IP phone. Edit. This is at an off-site retail location. User. The manager doesn't have access to the network closet. End edit. User. Can I move a wired phone from jack 15 to jack 11 at location X? Me. You can, but it won't work. I've removed patch cables from all unused ports and disabled them in the switch. I've done this at all locations. Security reasons. Keeps someone from just plugging a device into a jack somewhere and get access to our network. I would have to run a new patch cable to the switch for that jack. Then I would enable the port on the switch. User, is that a doable? Me, sure. Is this something mission critical that has to be done today? User, no, it's not critical. Where I'm sitting doesn't have a phone. Should I wait to move the phone? Me, up to you. But again, if you move it then it won't work. I'd wait if it was me. User, perfect. Let me know when you have time. I had a user call in from California and she was unable to log into the domain on her computer. I then told her the simple steps on how she needed to sign into our local account and gave her the username and password. Unfortunately, English was not her first language. I then proceeded to tell her to type in xxxx.xx. Me. Please put in xxxx.xx user. Period. Me. Yes, the key that's on the bottom of the keyboard. User keyboard. Me. Yes, the thing you type on there should be a period key. User OHH type in period. Me. No. Hit that key for me. Needless to say, this goes on for 30-45 minutes and had to bring in her husband to translate for her, who again English, not first language. My wife is cracking up in the other room and I end up telling her she needs to go into the office and connect to the network. This one will be short. I'm still at a bit of a loss for it. I'm a desktop support technician for the corporate office of a major telecom. Grabbed a ticket to install software for a user that requires ADM rights, but they didn't mention anything about what software they wanted. Already seemed fishy, as they have access to install most approved applications on their own without our help. I reached out to ask, and he said he wanted insert third-party VPN asterisk installed. Already a big no-no. There's no way we would allow a third-party VPN on a corporate machine. When I asked him why he needed it, he said that his connection gets dropped every few hours, and when he called his ISP, they told him it's because he's getting packet loss, because his DHCP address is changing, and he needs to buy a static IP to prevent it from happening. Apparently he's had the same issue on his personal machine, but when he connects to *THIRDPARTY VPN asterisk on it, the issue no longer occurs. At least he was willing to call back his ISP to work with someone else after I explained to him why we couldn't install his required software and why it's not an actual solution to his problem. It's going to be a fun day. Hello, TFTS, long time lurker migrating to first time poster. So, the company I work for has been having a system-wide outage all day. Only thing working is email. Everything else is down. A mass email was sent out early this morning, saying that all systems, including VPN/RDS/network drives, are not working. And nearly every call I've taken today goes like this. Me, thank you for calling $HELPDESK. How can I help user? Yeah, I read that email about stuff being down, but I can't get into my VPN/RDS/network drive. Can you get me in? At which point I tell them to refer back to the ML user. Oh, I didn't know that was part of what was down. Oops, haha. Meanwhile, there is a head-shaped dent in my desk now. Hey TFTS, long time viewer, first time poster. Some backstory: I work and get paid from a company that has created and acquired several other smaller companies, and now I'm the go-to-it guy for these new companies. I started with the main company in their second year as an intern, and have been with the company for nearly 3 years now, and have probably gained some trust from my SEA during these years. Our most recent acquisition required me to migrate all of the newly acquired company's local server data to join our sizable, possibly oversized Dropbox corporate account. This was done about 9 months ago, and things went without a hitch, that is, until today. CEO, HFRZN. All or most of the migrated Dropbox files that you transferred are not accessible. Please check on that and let us know the status ASAP. **ME. Visibly flustered from my WFH desk. Okay, I'll take a look and see what the issue might be. **ME. CHECKS permissions settings, and sees that all of those who need access already have access granted. Literally didn't do a NYTHING asterisk. **ME. Is there a specific folder in question? From first glance, I can see the files just fine, and can confirm that we all have the same permission settings. As a reminder, the files that were migrated are all within a folder titled Migration Files. CEO. Everything works now. Thanks FRZN. Mondays, am I right? Maybe it's time to touch base on a pay raise. So for a side hustle, I set up camera systems for gas stations. So while working on a new construction, the owner found out I do it, so he asked me if I could terminate all the Cat connections in the closet. It wasn't a big deal at 16 connections, so I gave him quote and grabbed a patch panel from the trunk of my car. Since contractor grade Cat is a pain in the ass to terminate with a connector, all connections were done, and I tested every connection with my meter, all ports labeled. So for people that don't know, the gas station's fuel orders are done automatically. The system checks fuel levels, and when it gets past a certain point, a truck gets called to top off the tanks. One of their cables terminated in my patch panel. Since I couldn't get a straight answer on how they wanted it done, it was plugged into my switch, which was connected to the modem, but I only had 8 extra ports, so I connected what I thought was important and taped off the jacks that were blank. So the gas company's id tech comes out, he pulls off the tape over the blank panel and plugs the computer into that, obviously can't get it to work. The owner calls me and I say the jack is blank and to use A2 which is literally above it. The gas id guy then says he needs a direct connection, even though I know he doesn't. So I told him go to the patch panel and patch the cable to any port he wants. Needless to say he couldn't figure it out even with every jack labeled and a sheet next to a panel that also says what's connected where. So I drove over, unplugged the cable from my switch, and connected it to jack B2, billed him $250, and proceeded to go home. I was on site for less than 15 minutes, most of which was spent laughing. TLDR, I got paid $250 because an guy didn't know what the hell a patch panel was.